Alright, love and light. Welcome back to Mystic Healing and Tarot by Nina. I'm Nina and I'm here with this week's tarot, pick a stone, pick a card, intuitive message. I am so happy that you allowed your spirit to guide you here. Before we get started, if you could please start by subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Make sure that those notification bells are on so that you can always stay up to date with all the spiritual tea. And right now or towards the end of the video, whenever your spirit calls, please hit the like video if you do like it. That is something so small, an exchange of energy that really helps me out. So we're going to get right into this pick a card, starting off with this amethyst stone. This is the first stone, and we're going to go over a breakdown. I pulled 6 cards, but I broke all of these cards down. So starting off with the past influences for this amethyst stone. The first card that I got here is the 6 of coins. So with the past influence of energy, I feel like there was a lot of money. There was money going out, money coming in, money. Some of you guys had beggars. Some of you guys this could be a working situation. Some of you guys, this could have been a stimulus / unemployment situation. That's your business. But there was money around. There was stability in the household, domestic financial stability around you, okay? So the influence with this energy is divine masculine, number 22. So the divine masculine supports our strong focus and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring dreams and ideas into form with kindness and with wisdom. So some of you guys, this could be your energy, just being that divine masculine, someone who, goes towards their dreams or even helping people with their dreams. So for some of you guys, this could represent a divine masculine who was, this could be, a male friend, a male energy. This could be a boss. But this is a masculine energy, or even if this is you embodying that masculine energy. But this was the energy or the force for this money, for the 6 of coins, okay? So the lesson with this is the death card. It says that I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So I feel with this that there was an ending. Whatever was going on. For some of you guys, I feel like you might have been that person that was always giving out and then, it ends. And so it's like this ending isn't a punishment, it's a test, it's an enhancement, okay? Some of you guys, this could be a physical death where it's like maybe someone passed and you could have got an inheritance. Or maybe someone passed and that was where the money and the flow stopped, okay? But the lesson in all of this, with the money flow, the endings and the beginnings, has to do with you knowing that an ending is merely a beginning. When one door closes, another one always opens, okay? So the healing that you need to know in this is based with your root chakra. So that's your sense of security. That is your base, your grounding. And so this has to do with you knowing that things don't stray away from perfection. Your sense of perfection, your sense of security. And what you look at it as what you look at as perfect, because it's like this is something makes me feel like maybe you asked for that perfect stable life and things happened, things were rattled up, things ended in order to perfect it, in order to make it more stable, in order to perfect you, in order to make you more grounded. If this was a situation where maybe you could have been dependent on something, because we should never get into a place where we're dependent, because sometimes we can lose our resilience, okay? So the card that represents where you are currently is the 2 of Blades. And so with this, I feel like this is not wanting to see, being in a place of not wanting to decide, just really wanting that mental escape but not being able to escape. I feel like this is, hard decisions, not knowing which way to go, not knowing the reason behind them, and not also I feel like not all, for some of you guys, not knowing how you got here, okay? So the energy card with this is perception. So it says the frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take is good hard and to take a good hard deep look at it. So I feel like with this, it's like the things that you don't want to look at, your perception is making them so much more powerful, so much stronger, so much harder than they actually are, because you won't have that moment to step outside of your comfort zone and see, did you die? You know what I mean? Like, we actually get, even though it is the biggest part of stepping out of our comfort zone is the actual step outside of our comfort zone. When we make that step outside of our comfort zone, it's like we activate this resilience that we didn't see because our perception from the other side didn't allow us to see that. Many women experience this when it comes to giving birth. You fear it the whole time, but then when it comes to time to give birth to this child, it's like you it's natural, you know what to do, and then your perception of the whole thing kind of changes, hopefully. Okay, so the influences and what you need to know about where you are currently, this is all about you knowing your willpower and your willpower. Okay, how hard are you willing to fight for yourself? How hard are you willing to fight for others? Are you willing to fight for others more? Are you willing to just fight more? What is it when in regards to your willpower? What do you think you know about? Do it your own way. And so it's like, I feel like with that do it your own way and is it's like a test. Okay, do it your own way and see, you know what I'm saying, what has been happening. Okay, and this what you think you know about, because it's like your perception, what you think you know about, we know so small, we know so little, because we can only see from our view, right? With our perception, we can only see from as much as our perception allows, as much as the view allows. Okay, so this has to do with your willpower and your stubbornness is what this is making me. It's like a cross between either your willpower to be stubborn or your willpower to succeed. Okay, so the lesson in this where you are currently is health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So some of you guys, this has to, like, your health is at stake. Meaning that, like, the things that you are afraid of, the things that you are choosing not to look at, could potentially start manifesting in health concerns that you do have to look at, that you won't have no choice but to look at. So it's like, this is a lesson in that as far as where you are currently. Take heed to that, okay? Especially with this despotance, because this is like you getting intuitive nudges, you wanting help, getting those intuitive nudges, and then wanting the universe and wanting the world to do and make all of those steps for you. And it's like, you making the steps, you taking the leap is, you know, the initiation. It's the proof of the trust and all of those things, okay? For, you know what I mean, this willpower, this perception, okay? Because I feel like even if with this Six of Coins, it's like this could be maybe something that you haven't received yet, but it's something that was planted in the past for you. For some of you, I just got that. Okay. So the outside energies and influences is the world. Okay. So this is the world around you, people. This could even be the internet. Especially right now, a lot of us, you know what I mean? That's how we see the damn world, is through the internet. Okay. So this is the world. This could even, again, be our perception of the world. Our perception of the world through the internet. Okay. So these outside influences, let's see what we need to know. So this has to do with something that is a high honor. Okay. So, maybe our perception of something is skewed based off of what the world thinks, or what the internet thinks, or vice versa. However that applies to you. Okay. And then I have here main male. So I feel like again, this doesn't necessarily have to be a male. This could be masculine energy, but I feel like maybe this is a father who is, you know, your world, and this person maybe has a high honor to offer, and maybe your heart doesn't allow it, or maybe it's like you wanting to work towards that to, like, satisfy or please. Okay, but with this card, there's a message of concern. So for some of you guys, I feel like this message is concern either as far as like, do they give their blessing, or is it a message of concern in regards to, like, am I capable? Okay, so the other thing here is wealthy man energy. So I feel like for some of you guys, this could be two different energies as far as this message of concern could maybe be coming from maybe a main male figure, or main male energy in your life about a masculine energy, or I don't know, but I feel like the wealthy man either comes into play to either save the day, but also I feel like this wealthy man, it's like a hidden thing. Like maybe your perception and maybe like the world's perception of what a wealthy man is off. Okay. So anyway, so the energy with this, I have this presence. Okay, so it says the energy of presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. So, the, with outside energies and influences, so this is about the present. So this is about focusing on who the here and now. So this could be some of you guys maybe having two outside influences between two different people, two different lovers, two different jobs. But it's like focus on what is here and now. And focus on like what is present, what you could see, what is fact. Okay. The lesson with this is indecision. So it says when we use our intuition, there shouldn't be a place of indecision. Ooh, that was, look at there. Yeah. So indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So this is about knowing the presence of that intuition. Okay, and knowing that there shouldn't be indecision, or there shouldn't be things where we're leaving it up to the world or other people, or maybe what we think is someone else's wealth to make our decisions. Our intuition will always guide us in the right direction. Okay. And the healing for this is perseverance. Okay. So this is about you being in a tough situation, having these eyes on you, because it's about you having the courage to make those sacrifices, to persevere. This is a test of your endurance, of your motivation, of your integrity, and knowing that, like, even if you feel alone at times, you're not alone. You always have your angels with you. You always have your guides with you, helping you with these things, and you always have friends. You always have somebody that you could go to for support. With this card, though, I also feel like with outside energy, somebody with this feels like they have the weight of the world on their shoulders. So resources and potential opportunities. The first card that I pulled here is number 4, the Empress. So what this is about, for some of you, maybe going back home, moving back home, or going to your mother. But this is energy for that nurturing, that love, that support, that place that you know that you can always go. Also, for some of you guys, this Empress, these potential opportunities could mean pregnancy. Okay. Yeah. So I don't know if it's like, I don't know how that ties in with some of you guys, if this is like between two people, or also not wanting to know certain things, maybe with fertility. But anyway, this Empress energy, whether it's a mother, a grandmother, but it is that maternal, nurturing energy that is a resource and is a potential opportunity. Even if you think you don't have it, there's someone there. Like whatever is lost will always be replaced with something. Okay, for us, if we allow our perception to see that. Okay. So the energy that this is regarding is a heart chakra. So this is love, matters of the heart, people that love us. Okay. The heart chakra supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its healing properties harmonize the mind and body. So this is about you going and being where you're loved. Maybe that's your kids that love you unconditionally. Okay. But this is a resource for you as far as grounding, as far as being able to center and see the bigger picture in this. Okay, so what you need to know about this has to do with your vision for your life, your vision for your stability, your vision for your family, your home base. What's new and different about? So what's new and different about the way that, if you want something different, what's new and different about the way that you're going to move towards this? Okay, what sacrifices are you going to make this time in order to be better, in the long run? Okay, use an unconventional way in. So like I said, for some of you guys, this could be moving back home. This could be maybe downsizing. This could be, living that minimalist life in order to set your life up for things that you have your heart set on. Okay, the lesson in this is purpose. I know what I'm here to do. So know that if you do this, if you follow these things, this is about you being guided to your purpose through your intuition. But you have to build that relationship to where God can speak those things that are more important, more the things that we want to know. But you can't not take the things that that are sent to you and that maybe aren't as important as this thing, and not take them seriously, but expect that you're going to get more, and you're going to be taken seriously as far as you're capable to handle that more. Okay, so understand that we have to build that intuitive relationship. That's our personal relationship with God. And know that that is going to guide you toward your purpose, and through that you'll always know what you need to do. So that's a resource for you, knowing that your purpose, knowing that your intuition is always going to guide you toward your purpose in that moment. Okay, and also know here for the healing, this is wisdom. So this is about wisdom that has been birthed in you. Like I said before, that activation where it's like you might have a button on you that you didn't even know until you got into a situation where you're around somebody that told you, did you even know that you could do this? You know what I'm saying? So be mindful, and believe in yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Those people that really, really believe in loving you, and see things in you that you don't see in yourself. Know that, like, those things are going to be activated within you to be able to guide you through your purpose. Okay? Some of this stuff was birthed in you. It's in your birthright to know how to do this. You just don't know that you know how to do this. Okay? So what you need to know and what needs your attention. This is the High Priestess. So this is knowing, but I feel like this is wanting to know the wrong things, and choosing not to see the right things. Just kind of being in a daze, having tunnel vision, being stuck on what you think you know about what I said earlier. Okay, so maybe being too caught up in what we think are signs, and not paying attention to maybe, you know, the presence and the little things in those signs. Okay, so I feel like this is the inner knowing, but choosing not to know. Okay, so what you need to know about this is that you need to really allow yourself to be present in a moment. Okay, allow yourself to really use the moon magic to manifest and bring certain things to light, as far as with your intuition, knowing what moves to make next. Okay, and the energy behind this is coherence. The frequency of coherence supports our ability to harmonize the frequency of the heart with the frequency of the mind for the optimal ability to create the reality that we deserve. So like I was saying before, if we can't, you know what I'm saying, take in those little things that actually end up being big things, how can we handle those things? So this is about getting in touch and in tune, mind, body, and spirit. Okay? And knowing that when all of these things are on the same page, when all of these things are activated at the same time, okay, we are in full coherence with spirit. This is a place of consciousness with our higher self, okay? And when we are in this place of consciousness, we can really create the reality that we deserve, okay? Some people call it 5D, okay? Being able to balance and harmonize all of these frequencies, all of these different feelings, you know what I'm saying, to be able to come together as one, and to be able to understand on so many different levels. Understand, okay? So what this has to do with your beliefs, what you value, your resources, okay? So is this an incoherence? This coherence and this perception go hand in hand, okay? So it's like your beliefs, the things that you believe in, the things that you say, what you think you know about God, what you think you know about what is playing for you, okay? And also what you think you know are your resources, what you think you value, okay? Because maybe the things that you think that you value were wealth, but you know what I'm saying, that wealth didn't last long because you didn't have the sustainability to value it enough for it to sustain you, maybe. For some of you guys, I don't know who that was for. Might have been for me. All right, so the lesson in this is all about denial. I accept my fear, I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So a lot of us, the lesson here is about denial. Stop being in denial. Knowledge is power. Do your knowledge. There's nothing to fear when you know what you're facing. Do your research. Stop living in, like I said, in La La Land, like how she looks right here. Stop living in La La Land. Stop refusing to see things. Stop choosing not to when there are resources all around you that you just choose not to see. You're in denial. Okay? So acknowledge the fact that you choose to be in denial because of fear. Acknowledge where this fear came from. What is it that you're really afraid of? Research things the best way that you can so that moving forward you know how to be prepared. and look for different people who maybe been in similar situations for insight and more awareness. But there's no reason to have intuition and then sit here and be confused and in denial and choosing not to see, but still saying that you want things and you want different, but you just don't want to do it. You want everything to fix itself. Okay. The lesson in this, with this impartiality, this is about being able to find balance and being able to, I feel like, with a place of logic, take those intuitive messages, but use them logically. Ponder them, research them. You know what I mean? You get an intuitive nudge. That's the type of stuff that we should be getting tarot readings on. Hey, how do I better understand this? How do I get clarity on this? On things that really, 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 really matter at the end of the day. Because we get to the things and we can make shape of something whole, everything else will come together. Okay? We got to stop doing stuff out of order. Excuse me. So, what needs to be embodied moving forward? This right here is deep. This is 10 of Blades, okay? And this is, like I said, this is about, for some of you guys, stubbornness, maybe, not maybe running from a situation, or maybe wanting to stay in a situation that's not good for you. But this is about your purpose chasing you, okay? Your purpose is coming, whether you're ready for it or not, okay? And so endings can happen, and maybe for some of you guys with this beginning, that traumatic ending or whatever it was to get you to this place of not wanting to have that life, allowing that part or whatever that is to die out for something else in you to be given birth. Also, this the way, it's like this running away. It's like, this is where your endurance, you wanted to be strong. Well, I had to make you strong. You want to be wise. Well, I had to put you in situations where you had to think on your feet. So this is, at the end of the day, yes, this is endings. This, what I'm saying, it's unexpected for some of us. But it's like, this is expect the unexpected. Be on your P's and Q's. Be ready to cut off whatever is going to hold you back. You know what I mean? Like, this is, you know what I'm saying? The finish line's right there. Okay, so this is about that. Knowing that, having that attitude, and knowing that, okay, all this stuff that seems like it's bullshit or stuff that's happened against me, this is all stuff that I have to find a way in how it's helping me. Even if it's an ending or it's a bad thing. Like, okay, this made me wiser. This made me, go harder. This really pushed me. This really made me see that, you know what I mean? The things that I saw were perfection, maybe weren't perfection, okay? Also here with this divine feminine energy, this is embodying that energy. And it's so funny how it started with the divine masculine and ended with the divine feminine, okay? But I feel like it says the divine feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us to connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all creation. So this is some of us, kind of getting to that more softer, vulnerable place. We all have a divine feminine and we all have a divine masculine. And so for some of you guys, you need to be getting in touch more with your softer, more nurturing side moving forward. For some of you guys, that's your softer, more nurturing side for you. Maybe it's for, you helping other people get out. But, or this could even be calling on a divine feminine. But either way, this is an ending, okay, and moving towards a more softer, nurturing energy, okay? What you need to know about this is seeking oneness with all there is, philanthropy, and keeping your involvement hidden. So with some of you guys, this could be like moving out, getting out in the middle of the night. For some of you guys, what this is embodying is getting the hell on, okay? Getting up out of there, getting the hell on, and knowing that maybe you only leaving with your faith, okay? Oh, maybe it was meant for me to do this. Knowing that you kind of need to move in silence, especially with this hidden tendencies. Large institutions or overwhelming events. Some of you guys need to not be making risky decisions because it's like, even if you don't get caught because of your integrity in the situation, you're going to get caught. all what goes up must come down. All things must come to an end. And it's like, this is about whatever that you thought, for some of you guys, whatever you thought was is going to be perfected into what was initially intended. And it might look ugly in the process, but the intention and love is all there, because right here I have the renewal. So this is the healing in this, that this is all about a renewal, a rebuilding of the foundation, a rebuilding of security, a rebuilding of the structure, or bringing, let there be light is what I just heard. Okay, so the renewal, the rebirth. Okay, and I feel for a lot of you guys, this is going to be coming into like October, like out of this, when we get good out this Pluto retrograde. Okay, so the lesson in this is self-esteem. I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Okay, so knowing that, like I said before, you have things within you that you don't even know, because you haven't even maybe done the work or the groundwork, or have the knowledge to know that they're not activated. And they can't get activated because you don't even have a belief. You don't even entertain them enough to believe in them. Okay, so this is about your self-esteem, and what you see yourself as being capable of, and knowing that at the end of the day, you're capable of anything, anything that you set your mind to. Okay, so finally, the spirit message I have here is patience. So have patience for the things that are not ready for you to see. Christmas never hit the same. Remember when you got older, you would start going and sneaking and seeing your gifts, and it was like the surprise didn't quite seem like the surprise when you already saw. You know what I mean? It didn't have that impact. So it's like some things you're not ready to see because maybe you're not mature enough. Maybe you're not in the right place. Maybe it's not ready for you to see yet. But there is a need for you to have patience with the process, trust, and knowing that patience means that you have a good attitude while you wait. It's not just waiting. It's waiting with a good attitude. It's waiting with trust. It's waiting with belief. Okay? It's waiting with gratitude. All right? And the animal spirit here is spirit has a plan. This is the koala spirit. So know that there is a method to the madness. There is a reason for the season. There's an ending for these seasons. There's a reason for everything. If you pay attention and you get more synchronized and aligned within this plan, things will come more easier to you. But just know that you are resilient. Know that things are going to get better, but know that this moment, this part of the journey is absolutely necessary for the space, for the sustainability, for the strength, for the power, all of these things needed in order to fulfill you and fulfill your purpose. Okay, and the final message here I have is building your world, creation, expansion, networking. Okay, so you are in a place spiritually. Spirit has a plan towards building your new world. With this, it's a new world, so the old world might have been destroyed. Okay, things might be ending because this is a new beginning, a building of your own, which you chose, not what other people chose for you, not what you think that you thought that you wanted or you wanted at that time. Okay, this is also expansion. Whatever it is that maybe that you have is good, it's going to be expanding. Okay, so also know that there's a need for you to get out and network with different people. Do that research. Be a knowledge seeker. Okay, have all the knowledge and have no fear towards the things that you love. Okay, because that's important. And it's like you doing that networking can definitely lead to expansion of different things. Okay, so know that that networking and these creation or these Easter eggs always end up leading into something. All right, so this is the amethyst stone. Please, if this message resonated with you, please comment, like, share, whatever your heart calls you to do. I love you so much. Moving on to the next. All right, so we're getting right into deck 2, and this is with the peach selenite. So starting off with the past influences, the first card that I pulled is the Four of Pentacles. So the energy that represents you in these past influences with this Four of Pentacles, this is, I feel like, being in a place of feeling stuck, holding back, maybe being stubborn for some of you. However these instances, situations, energies, influences hit you. I also feel like this is stubbornness. This is also holding back. This is keeping certain things back, not expressing yourself, not feeling secure in a situation. Okay, insecurities, money insecurities, um, yeah, holding back, not fully expressing yourselves, and this could be from, you know what I mean, pride. Um, so yeah. So the influence of this energy that I get is the second chakra, the sacral chakra. It says sacral chakra helps us to navigate ourselves through our emotions and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world. So some of you guys, in this past influences, maybe you got into a situation where it's like, um, you reached like a plateau where it's like, you know, where you were getting so close and then maybe you stopped getting closer, either because insecurities over, you know, abandonment issues, security issues, money issues, you know, financial issues, um, issues as far as with the past with cheating. Okay, so this is about you, especially this Pluto retrograde, because right now, she's triggered. Okay, baby standing behind the girl in the green shirt is definitely triggered. She's bothered. Okay, so this is that energy. You could be in this card. This is two energies. Okay, so you could be this person in this situation bothered, holding back, or you could be this person in this situation completely unbothered. Okay, but you have surrounding energies that are, holding back, that need to express something to you, kind of awkwardness, out of touchness, and this is on both sides. Either way, you're out of touch with either your emotions, your communication, or it's like with the environment. Okay, so this is what the second chakra is speaking on: being able to navigate ourselves through our emotion and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world. So being able to navigate ourselves through our emotions, through our triggers, okay, so that we can enjoy the sensual world. Some people are so insecure that certain situations they can't even enjoy it because they're so uncomfortable. They're, you know, their mind is somewhere else, whatever, or, you know, they have this something that they know that they, you know, can't be close to you because they know this thing. It's something like that. A holding back, being prideful, ego, you know, not having the right communication. Okay, so the lesson in this is all about peace. And when I pulled this card, I heard, I'm gonna read what it says. But what I heard, this is about our idea of peace, because sometimes people are quiet, right? They don't say something about something that's bothering them because they say, "I want to keep the peace." But is it worth you keeping the peace in the environment for you to not be at peace within? Okay, so I'm just gonna throw that out there, and then I'm gonna read. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So this piece is speaking on you needing to release, needing to speak, needing to express, needing to acknowledge whatever this presence of um, awkwardness, or this presence of insecurity or instability. Okay, and I feel like this whatever this conversation, the healing in this is a long time coming. Okay, this is also what I heard is this is a part of someone's testimony. It's like this could be a situation where it's like you have been holding back or you have been ignoring, and this has been a long time coming as far as the quest for, finding the knowledge to speak it, or the quest on, how you do it. You know what I mean? How you seek the knowledge or how you speak the knowledge. Okay, but it's it's about a call and a need for help, and how we go about getting that help, and then, you know, that journey. Okay, but it doesn't begin until we make that initiation to, like, you know, ask. Okay, so where we are currently is I have the 10 of Wands. So this is, you know, picking up more than we can handle, trying to get things done, trying to get things completed, trying to do it all on our own. um Really, especially here with this card, this is really being in that masculine energy, you know, just trying to get it done, moving, all action, all gas, no brakes, all pride and ego. And it's like some of you guys where you are currently, it's like you wanting to overwhelm yourself, wanting to do all this stuff. That's your point. Yeah, I wanted to do this to show you that I could, because I want to do it by myself, because it's like, it's almost like you're saying it to saying that you're doing it to prove everyone else, but you're actually doing it to prove yourself. Okay, but it's like you have to be able to find a common denominator as far as, if you know yourself, then how much is there to prove? Okay, with this divine masculine energy, it says divine masculine supports our strong, focus, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring dreams and ideas into form with kindness and with wisdom. Okay? So, this is about using that divine masculine energy. Like I said, we all have a divine feminine and we have a divine masculine. And so, this is about how we use it, that frequency. But this is about going towards our dreams, okay? Bringing our ideas to life. And I really feel like this is a lot of Aries energy, Sagittarius energy, Leo energy. My Mars is in Leo, so it's like when it comes to things that I'm passionate about, I'm super fiery, all over the place. This is me. This is me and my Mars and Leo. Okay. So what we need to know about this energy is seeking oneness with all that there is. So I really feel like this is about exploring, claiming, and accepting all that is yours. Okay? And it's like, because you've had this epiphany, you want it all right now. I'm ready for it all. I want to take it all. Okay? But it's like we have to have baby steps. And sometimes part of these steps, especially with this philanthropy, is it's helping others, allowing them to help us. That reciprocity, okay? Keep your involvement hidden. Also, with this, I feel like for some things, it's like there's going to be help that comes from unfamiliar places. And so it's like a need for you to keep your involvement in certain things hidden. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that resonates because it's not my business. But, this is, for some things, this is like you moving from one situation to another and keeping, it's like you haven't put all your eggs in one basket. Like, it's like, you kind of moving in silence, taking on more, like, what I'm saying? Maybe you're going to, you got another job. So it's like, for right now, I'm going to just, beast it and work these two jobs and do this, all, take on this extra stuff. And maybe even make it harder on myself because I'm not letting the other job know that I got another job. That type of thing. And so it's like, seek the oneness with in yourself and in the situation, okay? Also, friendship. So, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. With this, like I said, wanting to do everything on your own. Sometimes, like I said, you got to get your ego out of the way because there are certain friends, there are certain people, there are certain resources through people that are placed, and it is exactly what we prayed for and asked for, but we have to be willing to accept it, especially with this impasse card. This is about kind of seeing the light and getting out of our own way and willing to release ego and willing to make sacrifices and kind of just put it all out there, okay? So it's like and this is putting it all out there for God, like, what I'm saying, completely surrendering, because I feel like maybe you're somebody where it's like, I don't too much fool with people, okay? I keep things to myself. This could even be Aquarius energy, okay? So it's like, recognize, accept, and value those resources and those people that are your friends, okay? Maybe keep some involvement hidden, but however that resonates, okay? Find that. Okay, so the outside energies and influences. So the outside energy and influence is the Hierophant. So this is your spiritual inner knowing, your spiritual responsibility, okay? Your spiritual calling. And so I feel like this is, behind you. With some of you guys, it's like you already know, but some of you guys, you haven't quite yet accepted it. You're just now starting to see it. But you don't see how, okay? So the other outside influences that I have is poverty, okay? So this could either be growing up in poverty, currently in a sense of poverty, being afraid of poverty, okay, working very hard, feeling like you know what I mean, being in that place where it's like, what am I where it's like, I'm just working hard, and maybe you still feel in poverty or working hard to get out of poverty, okay? The other influence here is lovers. So whoever you are with, whoever you are attached to, whoever maybe they have an influence on things, and it could be, in some ways, it could be going against whatever your spiritual calling is, okay? So they're an influence on, or, or their spiritual calling is an influence on certain things, okay? And it could cause your spiritual, what you think could be your spiritual thing, could be causing poverty, or who you are with. It's like a poverty mindset in some sense. Because it's like, with this distant horizons, it's like some things that you think are so far-fetched, they're kind of, they're distant, but they're definitely on the horizon, okay? Um, and so it's like your true spiritual strength is being tested, and I feel like it's with the one thing that you would hate for it to be tested. It's like, the love of your life, and you know what I mean, your spiritual calling. And it says that the end of the day is testing your overall commitment. Your commitment to, what are you committed to? Are you committed to, these earthly people? Are you committed to, you know what I mean, your spiritual calling? The frequency of commitment supports our ability to devote ourselves in all aspects of our being and with unwavering belief. So this is about that commitment and that belief beyond what you see, beyond your understanding, okay? And so what this has to do with your vision, what's new and different about, so with this, I feel like your vision might have changed. What's new and different about the way that maybe you go after your spirituality, or the things that you once thought were far-fetched. Do you still think that they're far-fetched, or do you see maybe miracles that God works every day? I don't know. Use an unconventional way, and so this is Aquarius energy. So this is about you committing to this commitment, this spiritual commitment, and I feel like this spiritual commitment, this calling, is unconventional. Nobody would ever think that God would call you to do this thing, but you've been called to do it, okay? And so this is the greatest test between you, them, and God. You, or, you know what I'm saying, the life that you portray is you, okay? So the lesson in this is surrender. I release my need to control. So it's like, if you truly want to be a part of this spirituality thing, this isn't about being 1 foot in, 1 foot out, okay? So you're going to have to fully surrender. You're going to have to release your need to control. You're going to have to release your power. You're going to have to maybe even release a lever. You're going to have to release maybe certain commitments and recommit to other things. But overall, releasing your need to control and allowing God to flow you wherever you need to go. Because overall, there's a feeling of complacency. There's a feeling of not feeling secure. There's a feeling of not wanting to be here, but not knowing how to get out of here. A feeling of, you know what I mean, maybe it looks good to everybody else, but it doesn't feel good. Not knowing how to make it better, but not feeling good about it. Okay? The resources and potential opportunities that I have, this is a 7 of Swords. So this is about, you don't see that there's a way out because it's a hidden way out. And it's about you knowing that you got to have this little extra motivation, this little extra endurance, this little extra creativity. You know what I'm saying? Like, people get real creative maybe even when they're desperate, okay? But it's about knowing that there's other ways out of this situation. There's knowing that, like I said before, in part the ways, keeping your involvement hidden, okay? But getting out of the situation, and knowing that, you know what I mean, that door closed, but guess what? There's a window, there's a way out, okay? And knowing that you might even have to get out of this situation in a scandalous way, okay? But it's like your initiation to get out of this situation is an oath to your transformation. So this transformation supports our ability to gracefully flow through times of transition, allowing the old to make room for the new, okay? So this is allowing yourself to follow those intuitive things, follow your mind, make those quick moves, go along with this transition, okay? Because this is all about your freedom. This is all about you getting out of the certain associations that you've had, that you used to have. And, you know, recognizing and changing your circle of friends, because your circle of friends, the people close to you, that commitment might be, you know what I mean, tainting your overall commitment, your overall calling, your overall purpose, okay? So what you need to know about this energy is, with the 6 of Wands, this is like, even through the defeats, even through the shortcomings, you're still victorious. It's like the things that, the war wounds, all those things, the handicaps or whatever, those just make you greater, okay? And they're like medals of honor in a way. So know, like, no matter what hindrance you think you have, there's going to be a victory in the end. And it's like, you have to have that belief. You have to have that belief in God's miracles, okay? Because know that with this presence, this has to do with the presence of God. Presence supports our ability to focus our full attention and stay in the here and now. Knowing that if you keep your full attention on the moment and on God in the moment, okay, there's nothing but victory, okay. And knowing that that presence never leaves you, like you're here, right here, serving others, okay. Don't get stuck on the details of certain things, because those are God. That's God's part. Sometimes we get stuck in the worry of, okay, well, what about that part? I just need to know. God's attitude is, I just need to know, are you going to do it? All that other stuff, I didn't already handle it, okay? Are you going to do it? Do what you must do, and. So all God is asking, all God ever asks for us to do is to do what we must do and believe. And that's it. Do what we must do what we can do, and that's it. And just believe, okay? Know that in the present moment, all you have to do in the present moment is what you can do and what you're supposed to do, okay? And I pulled, I'm sorry, let me go back. I'm sorry. Back here where I was talking about this transformation. The lesson in this transformation is death. I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. The lesson in this is that, you know, when one door closes, another one opens. Know that you have to, if you want things differently, you have to allow that ending in order for the beginning to happen. Know that, you know, weeping may endure for a night, joy always comes in the morning. Okay? It's always, there are cycles of life. There's always going to be a change. Okay? The joy is coming. The joy is coming, but it's like you have to go through this process. You have to, you know what I mean, surrender. You have to let things die off. You have to let those parts of you die off that you thought that they wanted those things, to really find your joy, to really find, you know, your place, your heart space in a solid space. Okay? So back over here about this, like I was saying, doing what we must do, doing what we can do. Okay? So the lessons in this is about our regrets. I know I cannot change the past. So like I said, we can't sit here and worry about the things that we regret, but we can more so worry about the present and make it a point to be present, so that we don't have to regret anything for moving forward. Okay? So our presence is asked for, so that there are no more regrets, because we cannot change things. But we can change things for moving forward. And the change in things takes that lesson of discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So you can change things as long as you set your mind to it, as long as you make that decision, as long as you allow yourself to be disciplined, as long as you allow yourself to be disciplined in your faith, in your intuition, your faith in spirit, all of those things, okay? And with this, it takes an acceptance, okay? And that acceptance isn't going to feel secure until it's secured, okay? It's not going to be secured until it's accepted, okay? This is the missing part. This is the missing piece of you. So it's like, this is going to take you to accept it. Belief means it's an acceptance and a trust in something, an acceptance and a confidence. Okay? So the acceptance is the healing. I learn to accept, you know what I mean, your present moment. And learn to accept, you know what I mean, the resources, whatever it is that you have to do better in a present moment for moving forward. All right. Now, what you need to embody moving forward is, this is the Ten of Swords. I got this in the last deck. Ten of Swords, you need to embody that I'm out, that I will leave you. It's a wrap, okay? The Mariah Carey song, It's a Wrap, okay? Being able to leave, being able to put your weapons up, like I don't even, you not having the fight in you anymore. Knowing that anything that you've got to fight for isn't worth the fight. So just literally embodying, ready to get the hell on. Ready to complete whatever needs to be completed. This says divorce certificate. Some of you guys need to go on and get the divorce, okay? You need to go ahead and have this energy of authority. Taking control, taking authority of your life. It reminds us that true authority is powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. So this goes back to this discipline for no regrets and acceptance, okay? And taking that authority to, again, attends our completions. But this completion, like the Wheel of Fortune, it brings victory. It brings expansion.
Boom. It brings expansion. It brings the things that you have been speaking into existence. Okay. It brings the things that you were that were spoken over you. You know, spoken in your birthright. All right. So the lesson in all of this is about happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So the lesson in all of this is following our intuition, following your peace, and following your happiness, and trusting in those things, and knowing that those things in spirit and in God, these lessons are going to guide you. Okay, so let's get into the final spirit message. I have hope. Okay, so there's hope for this. I feel like things are starting to flourish. They're starting to blossom. There is wisdom and guidance that is flourishing and blooming within you that you never saw before, but you're seeing it now through the healing. Okay, and so this is about you surrendering to Moss spirit. Surrender now. Surrender to these things that you are instinctually attracted to. Surrender the things that, you know what I mean, are flowing away from you, that are being attracted to other things. Okay, whatever it is, it's surrender the old, surrender it all, because if it's whatever's meant to be for you is always going to be for you, so that you can accept it all. Okay, and finally, I have telepathy. This is transmission, perception, communication. So now that with this, you are communicating telepathically with soul tribe, with spirit guides, getting intuitive messages that need to be I feel like said out loud for some of you. There needs to be some sort of a transmission of how you put this into play, and also looking at your perception of these things, like writing them down, because sometimes initially our perception of something will sometimes stray us away of what it truly actually is. Okay, so this is what I get for second deck, the peach stone. Please let me know if this resonates. Like it, comment, share, and let's get into the next stone. Okay, y'all, and welcome to the last and final stone of the Pick a Stone. So this is the Apache Tear Stone for the black deck, and starting right off with the past influences for this energy. The card that represents you in the past is the Five of Cups. So this is in the past or the recent past, being in a place of feeling loss, feeling disappointment. This could be from a loss of someone. This could be a loss of a job. This could be a loss of a relationship or a friend. But really seeing things as if, really seeing things as the glass is half empty. Kind of being in, a depressed, maybe feeling sorry for yourself, but just really, this card represents a dark place. Okay? So, the energy that supports this is allowance. So this is 9 wisdom. So allowance invites us to open up whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So with this card, this shows me that Five of Cups, I hate when this does that Five of Cups energy represents, why does it do that? There you go. Represents being in a place of things are happening to me instead of happening for me. This is also being in a place of, like when I said feeling sorry for yourself, it's like being in a place where it's like you feel down, you don't like things, but you're also not allowing the help. We live in a world where we have free will. So if you want help from outside forces, from, God, from your ancestors, you definitely have to ask for it. This is something where it's like they need the allowance, okay? They need the okay. And with that being said, this is with you doing it without fear, okay? Without expectation, without an opinion, without resistance, okay? So this is allowing yourself to kind of get out of this emotional state, and without knowing, just kind of go with the flow and allow the divine to intervene, okay? The other card that I have here, this has to do with your willpower, what you think you know about, do it your own way in. So this has to do with, again, your willpower, wanting to feeling these things, but not wanting to change the way that you go about it. Thinking that you know what's best, but also, you got to know that you don't know what's best because you don't know how to get out of the situation, okay? So the healing in regards to this is about grief. So this is telling you, like, with your heart chakra, you definitely need to be working and balancing your heart chakra because there's definitely loss, heartache here. This could be manifesting through indigestion, heartburn, even insomnia, I'm hearing. So with this, with some of you guys, this could literally mean like you need to maybe get like an emotional support dog. But whatever way that you can deal with this grief, it is time for you to. It's time for you to take a step forward. It's time for you to take back your control, take back your power. Okay, so the lesson is in this is all about indecision. So anytime this tells me that this is either dealing with your third eye or definitely your third eye. Or even your crown chakra. So it says indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So it's like this is about the biggest thing about this place that you're in. It's like you are more strong-willed to do things your way than to get out of these feelings. Like, you know how they say, would you rather be right or would you rather be happy? Okay? And so you might even be using the excuse of, well, I don't know what to do. And it's like, you do know what to do if you will allow your intuition to help and intervene, okay? So where you are currently. Okay, so this is the Tower card. This is, for some people who know tarot, some people, they look at this card as, you know what I mean, a scary card. And it is a scary card, but this card also brings everything that you ever dreamed of and didn't know how to get to. This card is divine intervention. This is the card that basically represents what Pluto retrograde is, which we are in. So this tells me that Pluto retrograde is deeply affecting you. And the whole story behind the Tower card is it's when we choose not to either follow, you know what I mean, the protocol or follow our intuition. And you know what I mean, when you get that, when you, like in the traditional deck, it's a building that is like blowing up and people are coming out the building, but you see this is just like a disaster waiting to happen. But you also see the butterflies flying away from it because it's like this lightning brings destruction, like that bomb. It blows everything up, but it happens in order to make space for what you've been asking for. And to us, from our perception, a lot of times we think it's chaos, it's destruction, but it is divine intervention. It is the death before the rebirth, okay? So I really feel like you guys are going through possibly a lot of endings. Some of these endings you feel coming, but you are using everything and doing everything in your power to continue doing things as you have been doing. But just know that it's going to happen, okay? And so this is something that you can either go willingly or you can go by force, okay? Because at the end of the day, this has to do with your integrity, okay? The energy. And this isn't just your, this is your spiritual integrity. So it says, integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by the high moral standards. So this is about you being consistently honest and truthful with yourself and still allowing yourself that allowance to be guided by those high moral standards. So moving and acting in a way where it's like, if I am alone or if anybody's watching, I'm still going to move the same way. I'm still going to do what my heart says. I'm not going to make my decisions based off of what this person might think or what other people might think. I'm going to make my decisions based off of what my intuition tells me and in this moment what I feel is best for me, okay? So with this, the lesson here is friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So I feel like with this could be the ending of a friendship, a partnership, a relationship. But it's saying like some people could be like, where it's like, I don't know if I should keep this person or this situation or however this resonates, okay, around. And it's saying like, for two things. I feel like this person, for some of you guys, this person has, you know what I mean? They have ran their course with you, okay? So understand that they were in your life for a reason in that season, and maybe the season that you're moving into. And maybe for some of you guys, this could be the loss, okay? For some of you guys, this is a loss, and this is a friendship, relationship, whatever it is. But it's saying that knowing that this person is in my life for a reason, because here with this healing card, I see this angel. So for some of you guys, knowing that like this person was in your life for a reason, but this person was in your life for a reason so that you could know your angel, because this person brings expansion. This person is going to, for some of you guys, bring forth the things, the wishes, the dreams and stuff that you spoke to them. They're gonna make those things true. They're gonna give life to the things that you have been marinating on. Okay, so I get like two different things here, but also this is about the lesson in friendship and having integrity with friendships. Okay, and letting, some of you guys might have it where it's like, I don't know what to do. I need to do, maybe say something, and I'm scared that if I do, everything will blow up. Like everything's gonna, what's gonna happen is gonna happen regardless. Just move and act out of integrity regardless, okay? So the outside energies and influences, here I have 7 of Cups. So this is an outside energy influence. So this could be this friendship energy. This could be this, I really feel like this for some of you guys could be this energy of this lost person, but I feel like this person is strategizing. This person is leading you. They are guiding you. They're giving you extra options. They, like, I don't know why I get a very spiritual sense with this card. Like someone is making moves for you in a spiritual world. Okay, so some of you guys have a male spirit guide, or this could be like a male spirit, but it's important with this energy to spend soul time, because this is a spirit. This is like I said, it's a spirit guide. It's somebody a part of your soul tribe. I feel like, I mean, it could be a physical relationship, but I feel like this is a more spiritual relationship. Soul time asks us to allow the possibility of a new reality to emerge, one that embraces the concept that while the corporal body is mortal, the soul is timeless, limitless, and infinite. So this person, whoever this is, whether this be like an ancestor, like I said, a spirit guide, this person wants to communicate with you. They want to give you answers. They're strategizing for you, but you really need to have that soul time so that they can get that time with you, so that they can get you by yourself. Okay, so it's important that you're not always trying to stay busy or stay always watching. Just have that time where you can just have soul time, where you could just be in your element. For me, that's like me being by myself in a body of water, okay, or even in the shower. So wherever it's like, you know, wherever you just are most in your element. I'm a water sign, okay? So the other influences with this energy is a mature man. So this, like I said, this could be I don't know, I'm getting a lot of a mature man, somebody who, this could be somebody who has passed, or even a mature man that some of you guys could be at conflict with, I feel like, but also somebody who is strategizing, like I said, maybe in the physical world to help you, but this is distant horizon. So this is somebody who is far away, okay? And maybe you don't see the help. Okay, but there's definitely an outside influence. This person is past. So if there's like it doesn't necessarily have to be male, masculine energy, mature, somebody who is at a distance, but whatever it is, it's like this person pops up in your mind, or you see things that remind you of them when you get this soul time, okay? So the resources and potential opportunities. So right here, a resource for you is your spirituality, really getting into your own personal relationship with God, meditating, figuring out how you meditate, figuring out, you know, how you get to your soul time, really, really just creating your own personal, spiritual, whatever that works for you. Also, the other thing, the energy behind this is the second chakra. This is the sacral chakra. It helps us navigate our lives through our emotions and supports our ability to enjoy the sensual world. So for some of you guys, this energy is because this is about you being able to let down those barriers. For some women, this is about you kind of allowing your more feminine side to emerge, getting in touch with that more vulnerable side of you, so that you can know and understand, like with your spirituality, with your personal relationship with God, and your, you know, trust of your intuition, there's really nothing that you can fear, okay? So the energy that supports this is the ninth house, and it says, as if it or they came from all there is. The philosophies and laws involved, do it in a big way. So it's like there could be a situation, like I said, distant. This is so crazy. As if they came from all that there is. Like from it as if that makes me feel like as if they came from heaven to help you out. Okay? This also, I feel like for some of you guys, this is like the philosophy, like this is something where it's like it could be so supernatural that it makes you almost question like the fact that you are a skeptic or whatever the case may be. But I feel like also with this, you have this great gem, you get this Easter egg, you have this epiphany, and it's telling you like to really do it in a big way. Like you've got this wisdom, you've got this message, I feel like, and you really need to do it in a big way. Okay, because the healing behind this is your joy is coming. You know, especially with this, it's like, you know, there's always going to be daylight after darkness. Okay, so the joy is coming. Your sacral chakra is about to, I mean, your solar plexus is about to be on fleek, meaning your creativity, your courage, your self-esteem, all of that is going to be so on fleek to a point where, look, two came out, where you're going to be able to make, you know, lemonade out of the lemons. Where you're going to be able to have expansion on certain things. Like you're going to be able to turn something into nothing. Like, and that alone is going to bring more blessings because it's like you didn't even have to do that, but you just did it in a big way. Like, no, the message that I'm getting, it's like, do it. Don't be focused so much on, you know what I mean, perfecting it, but doing it, because once you do it, it's going to start perfecting itself. Okay, that's the message I just got. Here I have success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. So know that being in that place where, like I said, healing your heart chakra, when you heal that heart place, you will be able to open up your heart and your perspective to possibilities and opportunities that maybe you were not allowing yourself to see. And knowing that success is always going to pour. Your cup is literally going to run it over. Okay. What you need to know is, with this, I feel like this is a lot of things that are going to start coming together, a lot of things that are going to start making sense. There could be also communication coming from a lot of different places. With this Mercury retrograde, also I feel like you could be, with this, a lot of different things coming at you, being in a place where it's like you are quickly evolving and evolving over things that were cycles, like you were going in circles, okay? And so it's like when you are, I get like a picture of somebody like literally like skipping, but almost like the double dutch skip, like you were just in a groove. Okay, with this is the energy of synergy, supports our allowance and acceptance of the not so obvious, never seen before combination and unions that result in new ways of functioning, working, thinking, relating, loving, and being. And it reminds us to embrace the unfamiliar so that the new exciting co-creations can give birth to a new reality. Okay, do you see this? Expansion, co-creation. Do you see this right here? So this is a synergy. This is about you taking those logical, business, overthinking, planning, perfectionist sides of yourself and allowing the divine to just guide you, to just go, to just do it big, to just take that leap. Okay, and this is like taking a combination of two great things, but also with this combination of great things, there's like greatness that expands. Okay. With this, it says the granting of blessings from good fortune. So this is Jupiter energy. We're actually getting ready to go into a Jupiter retrograde. So I want to know, whoever pulled this deck, the Jupiter retrograde starts on the 20th or the 22nd. Either way, I feel like this Jupiter retrograde is going to really bring you blessings, good fortune, grantings of things. I literally hear grants, loans, approvals. Okay. With this, though, the lesson in this is death. Okay, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. So this brings us back to what you need to know is the lesson in this is that yes, sometimes we have to lose to gain. Sometimes, you know, what felt like was a major loss physically becomes a huge win spiritually for some people. Sometimes what we feel like is a loss of a job is actually just, you know, a loss to make space to also put us in a place where of the unknown, so that we can really strategize and be really motivated for something that was always ours. You know, getting us to that place, like I said, that we didn't know how we were going to get. Okay, so the healing in this is wisdom, knowing that. Did I pull this up again? Oh, I don't know. excuse me, I don't know. Well, obviously I meant to pull it. Wisdom, okay? But this was that expansion. I don't know. I don't know what just happened, okay? I was channeling. But this is the lesson. So, death, learning that endings are merely beginnings. So knowing that when one door closes, one door always opens up, okay? So, what you need to embody for moving forward, this is the Fool, okay? And so the Fool steps out on faith, okay? And the Fool looks like a fool to everyone else until they do that. Every time I pull this card, I always hear that Drake song that came up, it's on me, it's on me, on me. Okay, whatever. I'm a little raspy, but you guys get it. Also, this is just about, with this amethyst, this is just about all you're taking with you is your manifestations, your faith, and your intuition. That's it. That's it. Okay? And knowing that, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to take this leap of faith, and I know that even if I fall, it was because I needed to be able to be strengthened, to get that endurance. Like, the Fool, God blesses the people who trust him enough to take leaps of faith. That's all I'm going to say about that, okay? So, with this is the energy of discernment. The frequency of discernment supports our ability to view the world and people around us from a place of inner balance and detachment, yet with compassion and wisdom. Okay, so this is about discernment. This is about being able to view the world, okay, and the people around us, but from a place of inner understanding that some people will never understand, understanding that some people are never going to give you their approval, okay? But this is about an inner knowing and inner standing for yourself, okay? And knowing that you have to make this decision with not just wisdom, but with discernment, because it means this needs compassion, okay? So the lesson here is honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So there is what you need to embody moving forward is being honest, knowing that you can always trust people to be themselves, but you have to be able to trust yourself, to have your best interest, to be honest with yourself, to be making the best decisions for your overall well-being, okay? And the healing in this is recovery, okay? So this is about you recovering everything that was yours. See, that's a key right there. This is for the people where it's like, I feel like when you got that epiphany, all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute. So this was right. And now you want to go back and recover all those little past epiphanies and get the key. And it's like this key it's going to lead you back to, you know what I mean, where you were initially supposed to get started. Okay, so I really feel like recovery of yours, recovery of your path, recovery of understanding, okay? Recovery of, I feel like, your spiritual relationship. Like, I feel like it will be strengthened. I feel like there is a trust as far as you understanding, okay, those times when I was begging, pleading, praying hard to God and I didn't get what I wanted, it wasn't to slight me, it was to make me. It was because it was bigger than me. It wasn't, you know what I mean? It's that understanding and recovering from that, like the fact that we don't have control, and with our no control, we don't have that the understanding that we think we do. Remember it said over here, what you think you know? All right, so moving on out, the spiritual message here is love, okay? So loving ourselves so that we can love others better, so that we can make the most loving decisions moving forward, knowing that when we are in an energy of love, we emit that energy of love, and love just brings more light, and it just brings more. Love always wins. Hello. The animal spirit that I have is the nightingale spirit, and it says love is all around. So like I said before, this is a dark place that we start off in, and if you allow yourself to allow God to step in, to intervene, to show you the way, you'll see that there's love always around, okay? Whatever is, removed is always going to be replaced, okay? God always provides, so know that with this, I feel like this is a sad song, but there's a story in it, and there's a lesson that comes from it, and it's makes you have a stronger love for God, a stronger love for yourself, and a stronger appreciation for your path and for your spirit guides. Okay? And finally, divine masculine, electric active power. So again, I feel like, again, this is a spirit guide, this is an ancestor, but this is somebody who is in your corner, that is the guiding force in this this active, because I really feel like it's going to be electric. Like I feel like things are going to, even though they might be slow and moving in this place now, it's just waiting for you to catch up emotionally, because things are going to really take off. There's success on the horizon. There are some endings, but it's only to make room for the new beginnings that you didn't know how to get to. So finally, this is that final stone, the Apache Tear Stone. Please let me know if it resonated. Thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to subscribe, keep the notification bells on, like the video, share it with a friend. Wishing you all the best.